to the December 14th meeting of the Radnor Township Design Review Board. We have 6 items on the agenda tonight, and we would just ask a couple of things. Please speak at the lectern and the microphone. This is on local TV. If you have drawings you want to put, or materials, you can put them on the table, and there's a camera up above. We'll see it. And we'd ask that everybody, including myself, turn their cell phones off. So we're ready to go. So the first item on the agenda is DRB-11-81. This is chiropractic acupuncture at 250 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for a freestanding sign. Yes, come on up. Thanks. Just introduce yourself and tell us what it is you're doing.
Michael Hillenbrand. I'm a chiropractor, and I'm putting a sign in that location.
Okay.
On the, thank you.
So this is a wall sign? Or a monument sign, okay, on the, sure, I'm sorry. This is the, what's the name of those apartments?
Kingsway.
Kingsway,
Yeah.
right. Okay, and you want to tell us just a little bit about your business, your own TV?
Your advertising.
Oh, sure.
So raise the mic and
I have a dual, as a chiropractor, I'm also licensed as an acupuncturist, and I have an office in Manayunk, and this is going to be my second location in Wayne. Okay. And so it's located in the same area that there's a huge yoga studio there called Verge Yoga.
You're on the ground floor?
Yeah, we're on the ground floor. So it's a little bit of a collaborative effort in that sense of more of a wellness-oriented chiropractic office utilizing acupuncture for pain management as well.
Okay, good. Are you open yet or no?
Yeah, I just started about a month ago.
You did open, okay, all right. So this is going on the monument sign.
this is all about on the monument.
I should. Do you have your book?
I have my book.
Sorry. Yeah, I think we like the sign looks nice. The only thing we're questioning is the sort of secondary information, manual therapy, rehab, et cetera. Is that allowed on the sign?
You mean regarding just under my
There's
scope
a-
of practice?
No. That's, the sign code has
Oh.
very specific things that are
Oh,
allowed
okay.
on certain types of
Okay,
signs. Who designed this for you?
A patient of mine,
I'm sorry?
Christine Bianco.
Okay.
No, the sign company was Signs by Tomorrow. They're the one who put that together.
Okay.
The Bryn Mawr?
Yeah, I think they're in Bryn Mawr.
Okay.
Cindy,
Do you have the page?
I think your mic's off.
Oh. Just as well.
The doctor, you have a lot of stuff on that sign. And it's a 15-inch sign.
Yeah.
I mean, how big are some of these letters? Any idea?
I'm not sure. I saw
Okay.
that they showed me how big it would be, and I looked at it at a point of view, and it seemed reasonable to me.
I mean, it's you're on a busy street naturally,
Yeah.
and you got a lot of text there.
Okay.
I don't know how much people can read,
Yeah.
flying by, 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, people do go pretty fast on that. Right?
Yeah, it's a 24-mile-an-hour zone, but believe me, nobody goes 25. But
Monuments.
it's Kingsway Apartments. But I don't know whether you get a little more bang for your buck, maybe dropping some of the text and putting your name a little larger, and
I just have a very unique kind of practice, so I wanted to
highlight.
emphasize that a little bit more.
Right.
Because there's lots of chiropractors in the Wayne area, but I have very specific, because I'm an acupuncturist, and I have a lot of, I teach at a chiropractic college doing a lot of advanced manual therapy and what have you, so I wanted that to be on the sign. 'Cause
Okay.
It's kind of a unique sensibility about my practice.
Right. I guess the other thing is, I'm pretty sure Verge has a neon sign in the one window. I mean, there's an opportunity possibly for you to do some of that in another window.
Okay.
I mean, you're allowed up to, well, if this is considered planned business, you're allowed 15% of your window space for signage. If it's not planned business, you can put up to 20% in your window. So
Okay, that's good to know.
maybe an opportunity, where you may want to advertise those different procedures
Yeah,
in
thank
the
you.
window.
Is the only sign you're asking for the sign on this monument?
Yeah.
Did you say Restore was leaving, or is Restore staying?
She's,
No,
I
I
think
don't
she
think
opened
the
up a
word
few months
monument
before
is
I
in.
did. She's staying.
Okay.
You said Brain Balance is is that the sign you're replacing, Brain Balance?
They're
It is
gonna be
great.
all shifted down, and I'm gonna be in that second
Oh, I
location.
got you, okay.
It really is ground.
So you're gonna be in the second slot.
Yes, sir.
Nice
Ground
negotiation.
signs should be extracted maximum height.
I don't see any problem.
I mean, technically, it's the name of the business, but we usually give the byline, you know, yeah. Yeah. The other
it's gonna be
thing,
on there.
you're, just
I
to
thought it was-
emphasize
The
with your
Dennis
sign
stuff,
manufacturer,
Pasture Road has
that the
it,
fasteners
right?
can't be
Yeah, what-
shown.
No.
They have to
Okay.
be hidden
No,
or
he put the
filled in if
website
he's
we
gonna
told
screw
him.
them in or whatever.
I wasn't here that
There are
time.
some signs on that panel, I know right now where the heads of the screws are exposed. They really shouldn't be.
Oh, okay, I'll make a
Yeah,
note of that.
that's a problem, so.
Okay.
I think
And
it's
this is
fine.
backlit, there's stenciled letters.
Excuse me?
No, I think the lighting is just uplit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, uplit or, no, it's not a lit, it's not
I
lit.
think it looks internal.
No, it's just a panel,
Oh,
Yeah,
there's no
it may
lighting
not
at all.
say
No lighting. I
ground
believe there's
signs
some
30
uplighting.
feet.
I know, where
from the
did you
base,
have it?
yeah.
Sign
Yes,
contents, freestanding signs shall contain only the name, address, logo, and telephone number.
Oh, you're hearing too many voices?
I'm sorry. Okay, here, this is the portion of the code. It says it's defined as what's called a freestanding sign, because it's not on the building. And it gives the various uses for that, and then it talks about area and height. And then it says sign contents, freestanding signs shall contain only the name, address, logo, and/or telephone number of the permitted use. So those, the three pieces of information below that are not allowed.
Okay.
But I also agree with what Bob said was, it's an opportunity to make the business larger.
Okay.
It's tough because you have chiropractic and it's a nice logo, acupuncture, unless you somehow put one atop the other, maybe the logo on top or something.
Yep.
Or if
So-
the logo could be larger and next to both the words, so you could
Yeah.
make the logo about like this and then stack the words.
Up and,
Yeah,
I'm just saying if he
chiropractic
strings them out, he's not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think they're not gonna be able to be seen very well. It is hard, I look at that sign quite a bit. I drive up and down there a
Jim, what are
million
you
times.
saying
so-
that he can't have?
What?
What are we saying?
Myofascial
Myofascial,
therapy,
yeah.
manual therapy,
He
rehabilitation.
can't have the byline.
No,
Right.
he can have
Can-
the name of the business.
He could have his name.
Yeah,
about
you
his
can have
name?
his name,
Yeah.
certainly.
Telephone number.
And the telephone
Mhm.
number.
You can put your fax there also if you want it, or excuse me, your website,
Okay.
that's allowed.
What is the name of your business?
This is my name, Dr. Helen Brand,
Okay.
acupuncture chiropractic. Mhm.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So we're going to have to nix that now. I guess the question for the board is, do we want to see this again?
I think don't you feel like if we just say, we eliminate this line that has the description of what you do,
Yep.
and keep your name, the telephone number, and chiropractic, oh, you want to see the design again?
No, I'm just
I don't
saying,
think
do
so.
you want, I'm asking the question.
I don't.
I don't think we need to.
Okay.
I don't. But if you want to
So-
put your website on
I
there,
don't need to.
Okay.
you can,
That's
you
fine.
you can
Okay,
figure out a
great.
way to do it.
Sure.
Do you need,
No,
You
no,
guys
I said
okay?
I don't, but Tony's
Yes.
giving me a look.
Okay.
Let's
do
go
you,
with it.
do you think we need to see it again?
No,
Bobby?
Ray, I don't know, for the
No.
files,
Ray?
would you want the final copy that was submitted?
Well, the whole sign is only 15 inches high,
Yeah.
so he's
He
not.
can't get it
Design.
bigger than,
He's not going to exceed.
I mean, it's a
14
short
inches,
leash to
12
begin
inches.
with.
yeah.
Right, so I think what we would, and somebody needs to make a motion, but we're going to eliminate the secondary text, give you the leeway to increase the other lettering however you see fit. If you want to put the website on, if there is one, you could
Okay,
do
great.
that.
Thank you.
Is this
And we're going to, I think we'll approve
Ground
these
lit, right?
colors and this typeface and leave the rest up to you and your client there
Okay.
that did this. It looks good, it looks very nice.
Is this a
Thank you.
ground lit sign? It's not internally lit, right?
No, it's not true.
No,
But it's illuminated at night from below, don't you
Yeah, I
think?
think
Yeah.
so.
mhm.
okay,
You want to make the motion?
sure.
I make a motion, application DRB 1181 for Michael Hillebrand be accepted as submitted, except the center byline will be eliminated.
Okay.
And the colors are fine. What else?
That's
I would
really all.
say-
Just, I would
And
just say.
he's free to redesign the, the
Yes,
configuration.
and you don't
obviously.
need to resubmit it.
Okay, thank you.
And I would just say, if the applicant comes back for any window signage, that'll have to come back before our board.
Yeah, if you do want to put something in the window.
Okay, great.
We need to see that.
Okay.
Okay? Is there a second? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if he wants to put a sign, but if he wants, we let people put different things in their window that not.
Well, if it's a permanent neon sign or something
Oh, a
like
neon,
that,
permanent
yeah.
neon sign. But if
Okay,
you want to
permanent,
put
yeah.
something in your sign, like,
Yeah,
in the window.
August is.
Oh, that's fine,
You know,
yeah.
just as long as you don't cover more than, what's the percent in
Well, I
that
think
part?
that's a planned business,
So it's 15%. But
yeah.
you can put something in like, yes, August is better back month or whatever.
Right.
You know.
But if it's a permanent signage.
So we don't lose it, we need a second right now.
Oh, a second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Doc.
Thank you
Good
very
luck with your business.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't like that?
I do like it.
September could
I
be
think that's pretty clever.
spine,
Bad back or good back?
better back.
Oh, better back. Okay.
Where did you find that code? What is it?
It is 280, 122.
Okay.
Okay.
281.22.
Silver Union Studio.
Wait a minute, I was in the wrong thing. That was gasoline station, but
I
still, I
wasn't
know it's.
guessing, yeah. That's, no, wait, that's signs and commercial.
We do this after the,
Yeah. Just want to make sure we gave him the right information.
You know what, did I do the wrong information? Oh, God. I don't think, I know it's not allowed.
I
'Cause
just
we-
don't know where to find it.
I don't know. Let's make a note to ourselves to look at it after the meeting.
Okay.
If we have to do something for it, okay. All right, brings us to our second item on the agenda, which is DRB-11-82. This is Silver Moon Studio, 503 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne, for one awning. Good evening. How are you?
Good, good.
And you are?
I'm Lisa Whaler.
Good. Welcome. Tell
Thank
us
you.
what you'd like to do.
We would like to put a new awning on our antique store.
Mm-hmm.
Are you presently there now?
Yes, we are.
Do you have any signage?
No, we do not.
So you're not
People have
replacing
to
an awning,
find
you're
you.
putting an awning up.
Yes, we're putting it on.
So you're a new business in the village, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I am. Mhm.
Good.
Do you want to tell us about your business?
Yeah, I was in media for 8 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold antiques. I've been selling and buying and selling antiques for almost 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've just recently relocated here to the village.
Great. Is there any kind of particular areas you specialize in?
Mostly European, and we do some mid-century modern as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, neat. Okay. So we have an awning that it's, is it dark blue or purple or?
It's like, it's kind of like a
Navy, it says, Captain
Yeah,
Navy, okay,
yeah.
sunbrella, okay. So it's very dark blue, white letters, obviously. 14-inch drop, which means the letters are not gonna be higher than 8 inches if you have 2 lines.
Right.
And it's some sort of serif typeface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the scale of it's fine.
I'm sorry?
The scale of it is fine on the
Oh, yeah,
page.
yeah, it looks good.
Did you happen to run this by the property manager? over
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you don't get anything up there without the property
Well, I
manager's
just didn't want
permission.
her to get approval from us just to have her shoot you down, so.
Okay, so it's just gonna have the name, nothing else. There really are no addresses in there per se, right? Is there like a
It's unit
12?
610.
Oh. Would it be helpful to you if you put that on there, 610, if somebody's looking for it or no?
Not really. It's pretty apparent. You drive through the village. It's
Yeah.
kind of small there, so.
Do you think the others have their address on it? The only reason our concern is about address is for emergency, safety, for emergency vehicles, if they
right.
need to find your specific location.
They don't have them.
The
Right,
post office
I
likes it,
hadn't
too.
noticed that anybody else had
I don't
an
remember
address.
anybody.
and
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot of the
remember anybody coming
buildings
up with that.
are
Yeah, nobody else has them.
divided there in different
It's
ways.
a little different than a Lancaster Avenue address where you don't know where 460 Lancaster
Yep.
Avenue is. There. You know where Spread Eagle
Is there
Road
any other signage or just this awning?
Just the awning, yes.
I don't have any problem with it.
What were you going to say, Cindy?
I don't have any problem with it. I'm curious about the window. Do you have all those flyers in the window?
Oh, no, that was just when the photograph was taken.
Oh, okay, so that won't be there.
Yeah.
All right, you probably
No,
heard
we
us
have-
discuss
we have
how much.
some lovely things in the
Yeah.
window now.
Good, good, you don't cover up with signs.
Right.
No, can I make a motion?
Yeah.
It looks good, right?
I'm fine.
Just-
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, looks nice.
In the matter of DRB 1182, is that the right one? Yep,
Uh-huh.
1182, I move that we accept the awning as proposed.
Well, thank you very much.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thanks. Good
Thank
luck,
you.
Lisa.
Good luck, Lisa.
Come and visit me.
We will.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mid-century modern.
Jim,
Yes.
one thing, we are trying to get the stores up there to put their suite numbers on and/or a building number. I've talked with Donna Trophy up there, and I've talked with Jeff Martin. I think on some of his placement signs,
Mm-hmm.
we actually have a building number on there,
Mm-hmm.
because the buildings are 5, I know there's 4, 5, 6 building, 10 building up there. And then in that building, so on this door.
I was gonna say on the
Would there be an
door-
objection to put suite number, and I don't know what building it's in, whether it be building 5, suite 521, I'm just guessing or something.
Do you have anything on the door, like hours or anything?
Not right at the moment, no.
I mean, it's real simple just to do a vinyl applique on the glass.
If we're gonna do the vinyl, the hours will certainly put the number on the door. But I will speak with Donna, I mean, they may have
Standard.
yeah, they might be doing something separate other than that.
Yeah, wouldn't you think, if you're talking to people in the village, maybe they'll take care of it? Because I think it should be on each unit identifying it. So maybe it wouldn't be the tenant's requirement, but yes to the village. They can do consistent signage throughout with just the numbers. So
Okay.
it's not going to be on her, it's not on your plate, right?
Are we amending her approval,
Mm-mm.
asking that you put,
No, no, the village should take care of that.
Okay.
Am I on? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, that brings to DRB-11-83, the meltdown at 522 West Lancaster Avenue
The meltdown.
in Wayne.
You
Or
definitely have to talk
ground
about meltdown.
Yeah, give us a little
Yeah,
info
I
on this
saw this
bad
in the
boy.
newspaper.
Okay, it's, my name's John Howie,
Hi, John.
and I work for Pizza Pizza. So this is going to be a concept, it's the same lease and owners, but just a different idea, doing grilled cheese sandwiches. You may have seen it, there's another.
So there's not going to be any more fresh mozz?
I'm afraid not at that location.
Oh, boy.
I know this is going to be the biggest problem, but,
This is going to be a problem for me.
Rosemont.
but I'm more involved in the construction and design, not the operation, so I can't really talk too much about the food, but that's basically the idea. No more Pizza Pizza, but it's the same
So we're
company.
moving on to gourmet grilled cheese.
Gourmet grilled cheese, right.
Oh, the $20 grilled cheese.
Do you know anything from the menu?
I don't.
Could
say
they
grilled
do
cheese.
mozzarella and tomato?
They probably could.
Oh, they do,
probably
yeah, I
could.
saw it in the Inquirer somewhere.
Oh, okay, all right.
They're gonna do everything.
I did notice one thing when I was going through this, that the numbers on this portion of the graphic are from the Montgomeryville sign. They didn't get pulled off. These are the correct, these numbers here are showing a 50 square foot sign. Accidentally got put on this graphic. It's really a 14 square foot sign.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Replacing the existing monument sign, but this is showing, I just marked it out there.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
the detail of the piece that's on the monument. So
Right.
it's the 15, right?
This is correct, the monument, the 15 or 14.
And you're just you're using the monument you
This-
have.
The
You're
monument
putting
we're not changing,
yeah.
we're just taking off the piece of pizza sign and doing an MDO signboard, laminated, no additional illumination, in fact, less illumination. Currently, the wall sign is a neon sign, which would be illuminated by the existing gooseneck lights, and the monument sign will be illuminated by the existing uplight, metal halide uplight that's currently.
So they're not neon.
They're not neon.
Right.
It's all existing lighting, so there's actually a reduction in the lighting. There'll be no internal lighting. The monument sign currently has,
Mm-hmm.
and the wall sign currently has a neon, which won't.
So you're saying the monument is not internally lit?
It's not internally lit. It'll just have the existing uplight there,
Yeah, okay.
and the wall sign currently has neon, and it won't have that anymore. It'll be just the flat injected molded plastic letters that'll be
Gotcha.
flush mounted and illuminated with goosenecks.
Are you going to keep the "Sorry, we're closed" sign?
I don't know, I think that's probably,
I like that.
going to, I don't know, but I think it's maybe.
It's over
peculiar
here.
to
I
the
always look at
location.
"Sorry, we're closed." I
When
mean,
you
sorry,
say,
we're open. Mhm.
I'm sorry. When you say flat injected plastic, or injected molded plastic, do you know the depth of those letters?
3/4 inch. I don't know if that's shown on
And are
here.
they spaced out from the wall or no?
They're not standoff, they're flush mounted with studs, according to these specs.
That gives me a little concern.
Doesn't it say, wait, Jim,
That one,
Jim,
Just so flat.
Jim, oh.
oh, no relief.
Yeah, like why couldn't they at least have a shadow? It's a big building, not a big
well,
building.
is this what he's looking, is this for the monument or for the?
Are we talking about
The wall- the
word-
wall
The wall
sign.
sign, right?
Oh, down there?
I don't know, I'm asking.
No, that's the meltdown thing. See, because it refers to the thing to the right.
Okay. How many sign locations do we have here? Two?
Mm-hmm,
There's
monument
wall sign
and the
and
wall.
the monument.
right.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw my 2 cents in. It seems to me that, and we got to talk about the height of the letters too, but that size letter on a fairly large fascia, let's call it, that are only 3/4 of an inch thick, just seems kind of cheesy.
I thought you meant the depth of the letter.
That's what I did mean.
So each one is
I do mean
mounted
the depth.
individually, right?
As they stand off the wall,
Off
you're
the
saying they're
building?
3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
I would personally like to see those stand off an inch or two, if they're really
Okay.
going to be that thin.
Okay.
I think you'll think they look better, to be honest, not you per
Right,
se,
right,
but whoever designed it. Just because otherwise it kind of looks like somebody went out and bought some
Right.
flat letters and threw them on the building.
Mhm.
And you guys are, I mean, you always have very nice looking, I mean, the corporate,
I'm sure the letters can be pin mounted instead of just,
they are pin mounted, but he was saying they were going to be flat studs. But there's no reason you can't get a stud that has a
yeah, just
depth to it.
have more relief
To
on it.
have it stand off.
Yeah. I think you'll like it better.
Right,
Jim, you're
right.
saying continue with the 3/4 inch letters, just mount them off the building a little bit?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. There's no issue.
Or you can go to thicker, that's fine too.
Yeah, or
It's up to
thicker.
One or
them.
the other, either
Right.
thicker. It's not shown here that they're actually 3/4 of an inch, but I agree that it'd be better to either have them stand off the building or have them deeper. So one or the other, to increase the size to 1 to 2 inches wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so you're okay with that?
I'm okay with
All
that.
right. And then I kind of jumped the gun, but the monument sign, do people feel good about that? That looks nice?
I think the monument sign looks great.
Fine.
I like the simplicity. I think it's nice.
Okay.
Wait, does it have your street number on it somewhere, or is that, where is this?
I thought
No,
the street
that
number
needs
was
to
on
go
it.
I know, it's interesting. I thought it was on, but I don't see it on the piece of pizza sign, and I don't see it on.
Why did you
here.
think it was on? From
I just,
driving by?
yeah, I don't know why I thought so. I just, the first time I looked at it, I thought I was looking actually at a little dimension thing.
Maybe you meant to.
Is there, when I was looking at this one, I actually just kind of assumed it was up here, but I'm wrong. Is there, maybe that could go above the door or somewhere so people know what that address is?
On the door or above the door or
Above the-
on the
yeah,
bottom of the,
it's-
in that dark brown section of the monument?
That would be good too.
It doesn't have to say Lancaster Avenue, you could just say whatever it is. What's the address?
522.
Just
I thought it was on the-
522.
Okay, we can add that to either the bottom of the monument
So we definitely
or
like
the
to
door.
see that.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the letter sizes are the height.
You
It's
okay?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah, that's a part of the
15.
avenue that's, yeah, it's not like it's right
Mhm.
downtown.
No,
You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
The, are you actually changing the awning on this building or not?
The graphic shows that it's going to be the color was going to be changed to this Pantone, the same color that's
Right.
in the grilled cheese
Oh,
logo.
the yellows color?
Yeah, that.
The grilled cheese color,
The
of
grilled
course.
cheese color.
'Cause I know, that, that building, you drive by one day and they completely change the color. If you remember, like, years ago, I think they painted it
It
pink.
was breast cancer
They just did it for breast
awareness
cancer
month.
awareness
Right.
month.
It was
And then the
repainted
next day it was like
Right.
back to its
But I think the awnings have also been painted, if I'm not mistaken.
I
don't-
think that's right, that the current color on.
The original
that purple-
application was
Yeah.
not what's up there now, and I think it was just a paint job, so.
Oh, they
you know,
painted
when-
that?
When is enough painting awnings, you know? So,
You don't know if they're painting it or refacing the whole thing?
I think the idea was to paint it, the orange.
paint the
But I
awning?
think the current purple color, I believe you're right, is, I mean, it actually held up very surprisingly well to.
Yeah.
There's fabric paint.
Yeah, it has.
I mean,
Consider-
Do they
yeah.
just,
You would
I mean,
not
it's
think
not
it would
like they
work.
take house paint and go over, do
no,
they
it's
use
a-
fabric
it's
paint?
Fabric paint, a high-grade
Yeah.
paint, and it's been like that for years and held up fine, so.
I don't
I don't-
mind it necessarily, because I've never noticed it looking.
No, I mean, if
Yeah.
it's done right and everything,
I
sure.
mean, there's a
Yeah.
portion of the code that says if the sign is deteriorated and doesn't look blah, 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 professional, whatever,
Right.
we have right, we could come back 6 months from now and tell them to take it down.
Mhm.
If they, can- I mean, the onus is on them.
Yeah.
maybe.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Put that in motion.
But you may be right, it may be hard to paint yellow over
Yeah.
purple, I don't know.
So naturally, now, when those piece of pizza letters come down, there's gonna be holes in the
Right,
wall.
that's stuck,
Naturally,
it'll
that's
have
gonna
to be patched,
fixed.
and-
And
right, so.
do they plan on painting the whole building, do you know, or?
I think maybe just that area, just to get
Just
universe,
the
so it's a
front facade.
uniform coverage.
So that
of the
whole
entire thing.
panel, not
Right.
just right behind piece of
Right.
pizza, that'd be good.
But matching it to the existing color.
Okay. You also have a enter or exit sign, I can't remember which. What do you plan on doing there? Because it still has a piece of pizza logo in it.
The sorry, we're open.
No, actually, an enter or exit sign, I can't remember which it is, Body Drive.
Directional
Should come off
sign?
of Route 30, directional sign.
Yeah, that one's not on here. I'm not sure. That's not addressed
Okay.
in here, so it would probably,
Does it say piece of pizza?
Yeah,
or
it still
just
says
has-
the piece of pizza
Oh.
logo and everything, so.
okay, I didn't, that,
Okay,
I wasn't
so that's gonna have to get corrected. and-
correct, change it over.
Yeah,
In the same scale and logo as this? Should we,
well, I,
Does he have to come see us again for that? Because I would think if it's already in place and it says piece of pizza on there,
Right.
if you did Meltdown and put your logo
Right.
and it fit on the same space.
yeah, the
Okay.
monument's fine. You
Yeah.
know, just the panel has to be changed.
No, I mean, I was talking about the
I-
directional sign. Does he have
Yeah.
to come back for that? No.
I don't know, Ray, would you want him back for a directional sign? They're gonna pretty. This is just
Wait.
by their front drive on Route 30, just an enter sign.
Just says.
They're
It's just a
pop-
swap out,
Yeah,
though. I
it's
mean, it's exactly the same sign they
Okay.
have now, only changed to Meltdown.
Okay.
I think we should be able to
Right.
let that go.
We're fine.
Don't make it any bigger.
I see on the two pictures, there are different color bottoms to the monument sign. You requested numbers to go on there. I'm assuming they're contrasting numbers?
They should be, yeah.
Yes, they
And you're
should be.
going to give them a height of those numbers? Minimum of 4, maximum
sounds
of
good.
8 or something, so
Okay.
they can be seen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 to 8 sounds good.
Okay?
So 4 to 8 in contrast.
Should we give them a little leeway if they don't look right mounted on the monument? We'll put them on the wall by the front door.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, I like that.
So we'll give them a little option on that.
that's for the 522, the address?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So on the monument or on the building.
Is somebody taking notes for the motion,
Mm-hmm.
like Bob or you? Tony's got it in the steel trap.
I've got it. Okay.
So window signage, if you elect to put window signage, you're allowed up to 20% of your window signage,
Mhm.
just so you know.
Giant grilled cheese sandwich.
I like the spatula.
I like the logo.
Any
Are we
other
ready?
comments?
Mm-mm.
All right. Do we want to have them, that's what I wrote down.
Actually, it looks like there, Jim, looks like there's actually gonna be some, maybe painting to match the,
What's top?
yeah, maybe to the, that's okay. Yeah, I got my stuff here.
Well, let me ask one more thing. There's 2 little medallion blocks or something up there.
They're bagels from the original
Oh.
location. They were supposed to be wooden, I think the center
Oh,
one
yeah,
should
yeah,
probably
yeah.
be,
But this one
repaired.
is total, is that rotting? Is that,
I think they were just stacked exterior grade
Plywood?
plywood, but that I think has to be repaired, not,
yeah, it does need to be
yeah,
repaired.
yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we're going to repair the,
Right.
So they'll need to paint both those panels. I'm guessing, if you repair, you want to repair the bagels or remove the bagels?
one or the other.
I think they're all around the buildings.
Oh.
I don't think we want to remove
Yeah.
it, just repair that one.
I think
that's-
they look nice.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
They could be
I think when it was a,
grilled cheese bagels.
They could have been donuts, because didn't it used to be Dunkin'
no,
Dunkin'
it used to
Donuts?
be a Manhattan bagel.
It was a
or
Dunkin'
Einstein
Donut,
It was
then it-
Einstein or Manhattan.
Then it was, then it became the bagel place.
Right, right.
I've been here too long. It's a
Okay.
bad sign.
All right, so we'll call them brackets or whatever, repair the brackets. Okay.
All right. Want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Want to go? Okay. All right, I make a motion, we approve DRB 11-83, the application of the meltdown at 522 West Lancaster Avenue for a new wall sign with letter heights not to exceed 15 inches. The front facade will be fixed when the old sign is taken down, and the broken, we'll call it a bagel ornamentation, will be replaced to match the other ones. The awning, we think, is going to be painted a yellow color, and I guess if the job doesn't come out to our expectations, the applicant will be forced to come back and put a new awning up. The monument sign will be approved as submitted, with possibly the address of 522 added to the monument. And if it's not added to the monument, it'll be added to the front facade of the building. And the exit enter sign will be replaced with just a simple meltdown graphic with an arrow pointing exit or enter. I believe it says enter, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Yeah. So an arrow pointing enter into the building. And why don't we say any permanent window signage will come back before our board, neons or anything like that. And just so the applicant knows that you can't exceed 20% of your window space.
And we're going to make those letters stand off.
Oh, right. We'll, the letters meltdown on the front facade of the building will be somewhat thicker than 3/4 inch or pin mounted where there's some relief off the building to give it a little more dimension.
I think you guys will be glad you did that. Okay.
And I think
Second.
that's about
Anything
it.
else? Okay, do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thanks.
Great, thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, that brings us to our fourth item on the agenda, which is DRB-11-84. This is Villanova University at 800 Lancaster Avenue in Villanova for one relocated ground sign. But you're back.
Yes, remember my face from July. My name's Leo Cobb. I'm with Facilities Management Villanova. We were here in July.
Right.
We sought and received approval to relocate this 50-year-old bronze and stone ground sign from where it always has been at the intersection of Ithan and Lancaster Avenues over to the west entrance off Spring Mill Road. And the drawing you see in front of you is the one that was approved. That showed the sign perpendicular to the road or right of way. Subsequent to that, we put a mock-up there for about 6 weeks for the campus community to give us comments after they came back for fall break. And as it turns out, a few people noticed that the other 3 signs we have along the perimeter are parallel to the road. And we didn't want to break with tradition, so we also received a couple comments that they thought the line of sight would be better if we made it parallel rather than perpendicular, although there's really a hedgerow about 50 or 60 feet south of there that controls the line of sight. But with after sorting out all the comments, the administration thought it would be a good idea to turn it 90 degrees. So that's what I have shown there in red. If you're okay with that, we'll get the building permit. And,
All you're asking is to turn the sign 90 degrees.
yep,
That was approved, and the sign's already been approved.
yes.
Yes.
Which
Well-
direction, 90 degrees?
I can make that motion.
Okay. I think we can have a motion.
Okay. Not changing lighting on either. Still saying 220 watt metal halides.
This is a great proposal. I like this.
Oh, yeah.
If I can't offer you bagels or tasty cakes or anything.
That's true.
Okay, I'm disappointed about that.
Basketball tickets? Okay.
In the case of DRB 1184 Villanova University, turning ground sign 90 degrees, approved as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thanks for coming back for that, too. Okay, and that brings us again to Villanova University, 800 Lancaster Avenue in Villanova. And this is for 3 telecommunication antennas to be replacing existing antennas, is that what it is?
Correct.
Okay, it's 77 Ithan Avenue.
I like these.
Good evening. Christopher Schubert back again on behalf of AT&T. This is, again, a 4G upgrade that's proposed to an existing telecommunications facility that AT&T has at Villanova University. Specifically,
Ooh, nice.
that is for Stanford Hall, which is building number 55 that's indicated there. And it sits on the eastern side of Ithan Avenue, just south of the train line that comes through. And the antennas that are there existing are located on the penthouse, kind of at the central portion of that building. And I do have some photographs. And the antennas that are placed are the panel-style antennas. They are on the existing penthouse. They've been painted to somewhat match the color of the brick
I'm
that's
sorry,
up there
just so
on
I'm
top.
clear, these are the existing?
Yes, they're the existing.
Okay.
And we're not proposing to add any new antennas, but what the site plans would disclose is that we are swapping out 3 of the existing antennas with what they call the LTE, the long-term evolution antennas, which are a little bit longer, longer than what is there existing, but the placement of the antennas is going to be consistent so that we don't raise
Same
the
height.
antennas above the height, the existing height.
So any additional length goes down, not.
That's correct. That's correct.
What's the difference, just out of curiosity?
These are the 6-foot antennas, Jim? Yeah. So it's 2 feet. So it's a 2 feet lower that would extend down below the existing antennas.
I'm not
And
sure
it-
it's really going to have much
So we're
impact.
approving smaller antennas.
No, we're
Bigger.
approving
Bigger.
larger
Larger.
antennas.
2 feet.
But they're not going to extend higher, Tony.
Right.
Okay.
There's also going to be another equipment cabinet that is added to provide the connection to these antennas. The equipment is located on the roof, and what is being proposed is a concealment screen that would run around the equipment. So the equipment itself is going to be, the radio equipment is going to be concealed. There is no way of concealing the antennas where they're currently
What are the
placed.
panels that you're made of, that you're using?
Panels are essentially the panels for the screen.
Yeah, screen.
It's essentially a fiberglass type panel, and it is structurally insignificant in terms of weight. It would be put up with some superstructure on the backside, and it would be, architecturally compatible with what you would expect to find on a rooftop in terms of some sort of additional pin extension.
Where's the equipment now?
Let me put the site plans up.
But, I guess the question is the new equipment going to be replacing the old equipment?
I guess-
So it's just additional equipment?
It's just one
Is it-
additional cabinet at the existing location where the equipment is currently placed.
Is there a screen there
They
now?
put gray ones on
There is not a screen there now,
before.
and I'm just indicating here on the plan, the equipment is located at the southeast extension, one of the wings of the building. It's further away from Ithan Avenue,
Yeah.
so it's not visible from Ithan Avenue. And you can see the schematic line that is being drawn around the equipment. That is what's going to be added, so.
That's the screen?
That would be
What's
the
really
screen.
visible from the street, and where is it visible from?
Nothing.
Okay.
You don't see the equipment from the street.
Yeah.
Do we see the screens?
Right. And Meadowwood, but that would be it.
Okay, so where is it going to be in relation to those antenna that we're seeing on the building?
It's further to the southeast
Okay.
of the antenna, on the southeastern wing extension of the Stanford
And
Hall.
you'll never see.
Okay, you'll never, and it doesn't even extend, I mean, the antenna are up high. The
Right.
box is probably
Right,
quite a bit lower.
correct. Oh, and I'm reminded that the screen itself would be likewise painted to match. It's not going to be a stark white, but it's going to be more of a naturalized brick color.
Oh, the sort of russet color.
Yes.
Okay. Tony, you heard that. Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
No, I'm fine.
Unless I'm Sean
good?
Dorman McDermott, I would never see it. Okay, do we have a motion then? You okay, Bob?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Somebody want to make a motion?
It's a good opportunity for you, Matt. All right, I'll do it. In the matter of DRB 1185, I move that we accept the proposal as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
Thank you.
John.
Good night.
Do you want this back? I don't need it.
Yeah, I have one of these too. Thank you. Good.
I'll keep mine.
There you go.
Okay. So that brings us to our last item on the agenda, which is DRB-11-86. This is Scott Trade at 313 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for one wall sign and one awning. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Dennis Boyer. I'm the president of Signature Sign, who's going to be manufacturing and installing the sign.
Okay. I have no
This is a
drawings.
re-
I don't have any, I have nothing.
They're
Did
from,
you submit drawings on this? Because this is a
last month.
resubmit. This is from a previous time.
Yeah,
So I
all right,
think,
we can work with this.
I wasn't here last month.
Okay.
I have an extra set here if any.
what was the original DRB number? Do you know?
Thank you.
1173 and then 1186.
I got it.
Right, came in twice.
Okay, 1173.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember saying the letters are too big.
Oh, did not appear.
Here you go.
Are you only doing the wall sign?
And the awning.
Oh, okay, and the awning doesn't have any lettering or anything. The awnings, we kind of approved the awnings when we looked at this shopping center in the very beginning.
And then we have the lettering on the monument sign for Wayne Square.
And that's limited by the space that you have. Okay, so now we have to go back and look what we allowed for lettering, right?
Actually, if you want to put it on the table so the viewers at home can see
sure.
it. Yeah.
26-inch letters ain't gonna happen.
No.
The only thing different,
26 inches?
Yeah,
See
do we know
this?
what we approved for?
We approved 18
Chipotle
inches
and
for
then-
5 guys. Their letter, we approved 18-inch height letters for 5 guys. I didn't go over and measure them, but I'm trusting that their letters are all the same height. Chipotle, I've got somewhere notes for
City
that.
Sport.
City Sport and Chipotle, let me see.
Chipotle and Anthony's came in the same time.
They came at the same time,
They were
so,
18 and 16.
yeah.
How big are your letters? Your letters?
the problem here with the Scott Trade is their logo,
Mm-hmm,
the swoops, they call them at the top. The 26-inch S that I'm showing there, is the smallest that we can make the sign and still get the LEDs into the swoops. Because as you see, the swoops get very narrow at the left side of them.
mm-hmm.
And they're down to like 1 inch in diameter, or 1 inch in thickness. So we have a heck of a time getting the LEDs in there to light it up.
Yeah, well,
So-
I mean, unfortunately, that's Scott Trade and you all's problem because the sign code just doesn't allow it. 26-inch letters have never been approved in the township ever.
An opportunity there to put maybe pin mounted letters with goosenecks, like a lot of stores have done down
Well,
there.
if they want to do the LEDs, maybe the swoops are not LED. Could you do that?
Well, I guess we could. I mean,
We're not gonna approve 26 inches. is
for the
really-
capital
Well, how
letters.
about the
No.
C and the O? How high are they?
Pardon me?
The C and the O? and the
They're about
rest?
18.
18?
No, that's just not gonna happen.
I know, it's hard, because you have a client who says this is as small as we can go, but we have a lot of,
Well, no, the client and I'm.
oh,
I
you're,
mean,
as
being
the sign maker, you're saying
manufacturer,
this isn't gonna work,
yeah,
okay.
We even had to modify the swoops to get it to a 26-inch. And then the 24-inch letters that we do for them in certain cases, because of square footage or something,
Mhm.
do not have the swoops on them, which they don't, obviously they don't like that, so.
Yeah.
I mean, judging by the square footage that you're allowed, I know that, I didn't know about the 18-inch.
I know.
But judging by the square footage that you're allowed in the township, this falls under that.
I
And
know.
that's why I did this.
We understand that, but we do two things. One is we limit the height of letters, particularly in a place like downtown Wayne, but also within any shopping center, we look for consistency. So that one tenant doesn't have letters like this, and the next tenant have letters like this, and because in the same way that we've approved the awnings and we want the entire thing to look conform to an aesthetic, we want the signs to conform as well.
That particular store, I think, sets a little deeper than it
Does.
complex, right? Yeah,
But there's a couple that are set back like that.
yeah, exactly.
To the right is Five Guys.
Was it
No,
right?
to the left, City Sports, right?
It's the right, it's Five Guys.
Okay.
Right.
I'm trying to see what we did, like Anthony's, no higher than 17.
The Chipotle was-
So Chipotle was about the same. I mean, they incorporated their logo.
Right.
We allow a logo, but not, I mean, if there's an icon
Right.
that goes, like if you could figure out a way to do those swooshes,
Yeah, the
but,
swoops could go above 18, but not,
yeah, the swoops could make your sign higher, but I know the swoops have to sit in a certain place next to the S. But you can understand that we can't let one sign dominate the shopping center.
Okay, so what you're saying is the S can't be any bigger than 18 inches?
That's,
Well, that'll bring your other letters down to,
well, you were saying they were 26 and
14.
18? So if we went, sometimes we use kind of a squint rule, that is, if you have a kind of a large cap and a small cap, well, these are lowercase.
But the swoops are part of your logo.
I understand that, I'm just saying, if we make him go 18 on S, is that gonna make his other letters
gonna make the other
too
letters-
small?
They're
Much
only
smaller.
like 12 inches.
So 26 is to 18 as, what did we say, 18 is to X, so that's gonna be, that's what I'm wondering, let me just
Go to 20 on the
do the math,
S.
hang on just a sec.
yes, but not the whole thing.
No, but that brings the others down. And then this, if you can still put the swoop, do you call them swoops?
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
they call them.
But do them without illumination, would you be able to do them then?
Yeah, I couldn't illuminate them.
Yeah,
I-
if
I-
we made him go 18 on the S, that would be 12 for the others, so I think everybody's saying we could go bigger on the S, but we can't go 26.
so you're saying 20 and 12, Jim?
20, would it be
Well,
20 or
18
12?
would be 12, so if he
Okay.
goes 20, it's gonna be 2013.
Could be another inch, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry, hang on one second, I'm sorry. 20, okay.
I can't hear you.
Times 18, divide.
He's doing math in his head.
No, I was talking to Ray.
Oh. What, Ray?
26.
Who was the store that was in last time with the red box letters, and you made
Five
them
Guys.
shrink everything down and not go over?
Yeah.
So I'm just, it's
14
right next
inches.
door, and so
Right.
are they gonna come back and want the same increase
what did
that
I
you're
just say,
allowing the
Five
store
Guys?
next door to
Did I
come in and
say-
do?
Right.
We gave Five Guys 18-inch letters. And, but we can do something different here because we allow one big letter, but it's sort of like a compromise. Okay, so you can get one big letter. We're buying from the small letters to bet the big letters, Theirs were a big block. We just couldn't
Right.
have that
And they're all
imposing
red, and
They're
block.
all the same size.
Yeah, they're all the
They're
same
all the
size.
same height. We've done this before where we kind of average the two. Do you see what I'm saying?
Which we also did for Anthony's. 'Cause Anthony's has the big A, that's
Right.
their wood stove. I mean, their brick, whatever, coal oven.
So if we went 15 lowercase,
So if you went if you went 20 on the S, the lowercase would be 14.
2014. So that means that one T and that D are going to be pretty tall. They're both going to be 20 also.
Close, 18.
When are they opening?
I think they're open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have a temporary sign up? They do?
You might get 20 on the S and just let the
Oh,
rest.
we did put a banner up? I forgot that we did.
I'm fine with that. Are you guys fine with 20 and proportional?
What are the other letters be? Did you do that?
13.8 something?
Well, the S would be 20, and then the rest of the sign would be proportional.
Yeah.
You can't change
Right.
the logo.
Yeah, it works out
Cindy, what other?
Yeah.
13.846138.
I'm sorry, what was that? With a Rain Man next to
Well,
me.
you know that I've complained before about our sort of inconsistency with the size of the letters, so, I mean, that ship has sailed because there's inconsistency in the shopping center already, so.
Yeah, but you can't be, the kind of consistency, we have to have some artistic license, because each sign, each letter, everything's different, you
No,
know.
I under-
Chipotle's got a whole,
I-
board behind theirs, so we had to factor that in, but these are, individually, are these pin-mounted letters, is that what we're saying?
Are you
These
thinking
let-
20 is too large?
I don't want to go any larger than 20.
We tend to quote the code, and
Yeah.
then we modify the code, and that's sort of been a concern of mine, is that, because Anthony's and Chipotle came in the same week, we disallowed one and allowed the other, so I'm concerned about that.
But we did,
I think
I
we
think Cindy's
followed-
right in
yeah.
the sense that we tried to strike a compromise on Anthony's A, which was that oven thing.
I understand. It's,
No,
the
but we
question
looked
stands.
at, for Chipotle, what we did, we said, okay, if we let
Doesn't
Anthony's A go this big, then we're going to let Chipotle's banner, like whole banner, go this size, and
They're
their little
different- They're
logo.
different sizes, Chipotle and Anthony's.
Their letters are different sizes, but we looked at the overall sign effect.
Probably had a
which
rectangle.
It was like the sign, it's the squint rule, we said, okay, how much space is their sign taking up in terms of graphic, how imposing is it, and how imposing is this? And Five Guys, we made them come down, because it was just too glaring, those big red letters. So the S can't dominate everybody else. Everybody has to kind of blend while still maintaining their individuality. So we'll bring the rest of the
I
letters
wasn't here
down.
when Five Guys came. That was all caps, and that was 18.
It's all caps. Have you seen it?
It was 18. Yeah, I saw it in the packet.
We gave them 18 inches.
They came in like 24 for
Yeah, they
heavy
came in
letters.
big.
Right.
I think it looks good, the Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Yeah.
It
I mean,
fits.
red's a strong color, and the
Yeah.
letters are bold, and, I mean, there's no problem saying it. Yeah, I think that looks good, but.
These letters, what we have in here is this, they call it magic black. So it appears black during the day and illuminates white at night. But it's not a strong white, I can tell you that. I mean,
It's LED.
well, the lighting is LED, but it's not, at night, you will not get.
Well, I know, but LED is not going to be as intense generally as,
Well, they would be if it was
Some
white
other lights do.
plexiglass. but
Oh,
that's what I'm
okay.
getting at. If you look at this plexiglass, this,
The A is 18.
compared to a white next to it, the white plexiglass would be very bright compared to the brightness of this at night.
Right.
With the illumination.
yeah, we've had those, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, do
You
you
just
have
just say
a,
what you think.
We haven't gone above 18 in that shopping center. I don't believe, even for Anthony's or Chipotle.
Oh, I don't know. I'm
I
sorry.
don't believe we
What about for the
have.
yogurt store?
The yogurt store? Who was
So
here when the
fun.
yogurt store came
Yeah.
through?
We gave them the, I think we gave them the logo as separate, right?
Wait, do they have a little cone?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, when did they come?
3 months ago.
So this is mounted on a raceway. How many raceways do we have down at that center?
they're all on
City
the
Sports,
raceway.
I think, was a raceway, and,
That's the landlord's requirement, is it?
well, Five Guys, I don't think is it?
They're supposed to.
Okay.
No.
All right, so it's not, you guys won't be the only one with the raceway.
Approve
So
it.
You will
Doesn't
not
say
be the
what
only
we
one with the
did.
raceway then.
Not as far as I'm
Okay.
concerned. I mean, that's the landlord's
Okay.
requirements. is
No
it-
problem.
I don't think Five Guys won the raceway, but that's a different issue.
Yeah.
That's not our purview, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with 20.
So you think the S20 is too large, even if the other letters are 14?
I'm just concerned that it's the same shopping center, and it just needs, I think it needs to be consistent, but, there's 5 of us, so if I'm the only one, that doesn't really,
Well, the thing is, if you didn't have the swoops, then that would actually make it a little more up and down when you look at it. But to me, those swoops fill in from the S to the T and make the sign a little bolder. It's like they extend to me the letter height of Scott.
but if Scottrade had come in
So-
first instead of last, then we'd be giving Chipotle and Anthony's a 20-inch sign. So, I don't think it's fair.
I'm not going to try to convince you, but to me,
I
by
agree-
making him go 2014, his sign may have less impact.
I'm
than
not disputing that, but I know that Anthony's especially wanted a larger A,
Yeah, they did.
and we gave him 18, I believe. So if
wish I
Scott was
had
in
that.
first,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I don't want it to appear as though, okay, well, Anthony's Cape was the first one in there. If they had been last, they would have gotten their bigger A.
I don't recall. I don't know what we gave him. I'm sorry.
I don't recall exactly, but I'm pretty sure, because I got pretty jazzed up over the Chipotle.
Do we
Anthony's
have,
thing.
is it possible to look back in our minutes? Because I know we don't keep minutes, but is there any way to look back? I mean, if I know the date that they submitted, can you go back in a file and see what was approved?
We can, yes.
Well, then maybe we could approve with a stipulation that if we allowed, look and see what we actually allowed Chipotle and Anthony's, and then have your sign be consistent with what we allowed them. And I know we have to do this all publicly, so we could pass a motion, and I guess we could amend it next week, or next month, or we could take a recess right now? Okay.
You can get it? Oh, good. Okay, you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Could I ask a question, though, about this Anthony's that you keep bringing up?
Mm-hmm.
Is there,
It's a pizza place further down. in the-
yeah, but I mean, is it, they have a big A.
Yeah,
What are the rest of the letters?
That's what we're trying to find out.
that's what we want to know, what we
Well, I
did.
mean,
with
are
it.
they all, is it upper and lower case, or is it all caps, or?
Well, it might be
Just
all
with a
caps,
bigger-
No,
but small.
I think it's upper and
They're not all
lower.
the same
No, it's,
size.
here's on the monument sign. It's,
Do you think that's what it looks like? Maybe maybe it does.
It's all caps.
I don't, for some reason, I didn't know that. I've been there a number of times. I don't know why I can't remember what the wall sign looks like.
Yeah, it's all
Sweet.
caps.
We turn off our. Oh, do we leave here? Turn your, turn your mics off.
okay, we're going to take a 10-minute recess.
Turn your mic off.
Yes, come on and say we're back in session.
Okay, we are back in session. We had a recess just to look at some precedent here in this prior applicant. So what we've seen is what we did at Anthony's, which was to allow the large A to be over 20 inches, and then the rest of those letters, which are all in cap 17. So I think we could, I think we still agree that 26 is probably too large for the S, but maybe we could go 24 with the S, and then everything else proportional to that. So you'd be on the order magnitude of,
17.
what were you saying before? I wrote it all down there. When it was 26, it was 26 and 20? 26 and 18. So you'll be about 24, 17.
Only reducing it by 10%.
Yeah, it's not much. Is that okay?
It's a 10% reduction.
Okay.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If we do that, do you have a problem with having the swoops there not being illuminated?
We don't.
No?
If we
That's your
put the,
call.
if we put the swoops there, then that it sticks above.
In
So-
fact,
That's
we've had
that's
that
okay.
very discussion before, because, and I'll tell you exactly why, we don't need to get into it now, but the code actually says what can be illuminated at night is the letters. Remember, we've had the discussion about
Oh, yeah.
logos being illuminated anyway, not with you. Brain Balance, if you recall.
Yeah, that was me again.
Some of the
Right.
banks.
But they got to eliminate their brain.
So
No, but I mean,
we
it's
have
black
no
and
problem
white
with it
and
not
stuff.
being
Oh, yeah.
illuminated,
They
because
want it
basically that's the
colored.
intent of the code. The code's a
But
little
do
out
you
of
ha-
date.
Do you have a problem? I mean, if we do a 24-inch letter and can figure out a way to do the swoops,
If you want them illuminated,
Illuminate them.
yeah, we're fine with that.
okay, but it's gonna be above then
That's fine.
the 24-inch letter?
That's fine.
But it's still
We
within your
consider
signage
that
area.
Clearly part of the logo. That's a logo, I
Oh,
think.
it is, yeah,
Definitely. No, we're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so 24 and proportional on your other ones, which would be in the neighborhood of 17. 24 is to the top of the S.
No, he's talking about the height.
15 inches.
15.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, let me
Be
see what that
15
is.
feet to the top of the swoops.
Well, that's okay. I think you
He's okay
indicate.
with that, because that's what he had before.
You
Yeah.
put that in your sign, right? It's, here,
on
it's, yeah, it's 15 feet to the top of the swoops.
He's,
Yep,
yeah,
that's
thank
good.
you. Okay.
And there's nothing on the awning, right? There's no lettering, I think, yeah.
Some-
And
So it sounds
I-
like you're okay with that.
And I think
and-
you have to put your address on the door or something. We've had everybody else put their address somewhere, right?
Yes.
Right now, the address is on that tiny little panel that you see above the door. So once that awning goes in there, technically you can't see them
How
on
do
the
we,
street.
So it's just 3 vinyl letters on
It's
the
3
glass.
vinyl letters, and we're thinking about asking the building, or the owner of the owner of the complex to have them all moved to the top of the door, the operating door, instead of up in that upper case, which we're now all covering with these awnings.
Well, we
This
can,
isn't good enough, I guess.
no, we can
Where it has
set,
the
we can
309
say,
to 323?
No.
On the individual.
I mean, it's 3 vinyl letters. We can have them do it, and if the building owner changes everything, then they can redo it at that point.
Right.
Okay.
Is there a height on that? On the number?
No, well,
Well,
it
8
should probably be over.
Yeah, here again,
48
they,
inches is a
yeah,
good-
they should be clearly visible and readable from the street. That's the whole idea,
That
so.
the fire truck can
You know,
see.
we're asking, code states 4 or better, so we're asking that they can be read. So if it's 4 or 5 inches and they're clearly visible, white vinyl on the door as opposed to the glass panel above.
Okay.
Okay?
okay.
All right.
All right, thank you, and thanks,
Thank
Matt,
you.
for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you.
I know we did. We did not, yes. Somebody make a motion, please.
We've got it written.
I'll make a motion.
Do you have the numbers written down?
You ready to go with it?
24,
No.
I say 24 and proportional in lowercase, approximately 17.
All right,
Okay. You want me to do it?
go ahead.
Okay. I make a motion, we approve DRB 11-86, the application of Scott Trade at 313 East Lancaster Avenue for sunbrella awning with no illumination and no lettering on that awning, with the address of 313 to be mounted on the front door, minimum of 4-inch letters, possibly up to 8-inch, and the wall sign to be mounted on a raceway with the S in Scottrade to be no higher than 24-inch, the lowercase letters to be approximately 17-inch, and the, what did you call it, a swoosh? Okay, the Nike swoosh, the swoosh over top of Scottrade, at the discretion of Scottrade to be either illuminated or non-illuminated. And the total height of the sign will not exceed 15 foot from grade.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you for your patience.
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you so much, yeah.
No, you're
All
quite
right.
welcome. Good night.
Okay, do we have any other business before the board tonight? If so, can we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Okay, thank you, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.